Hello, everybody. Saturday Night Live art show and aloha. This week we're entering the sixth door with Hannah and Joy. And the sixth door is the door of the third eye. You know, this third eye we talk about, we've seen a lot. Artists has a lot of, they channel a lot, of inspiration that has to come through the fifth door to express the creation they perceive. And all these doors are mixing to give something, a vision to the world of their inner being. But when the third eye, this addition is functioning, we could say that it's kind of electrifying. It comes from more deep space too, And here you see there's a moon. We just exit the full moon this week. I don't know if you felt it, but today in Quebec City it's stormy. There was a bit of thunder. It's the next day of the full moon, and that week, oh gosh, like some astrologers say, that we went through torment and stormy emotions, because all we saw, if we're a bit aware of the social media, how we saw happened, we saw the best and the worst of humanity exploding, into a kind of chaos. And we saw also so much love, compassion, understanding. We saw a lot of prejudice of warriors of the ancient times who want to destroy everything. We saw also with our two eyes, we saw also, example of loving, supporting each other, So to me, like here, you have Hannah. Hannah, she's open, and her Kundalini raised and came back and raised and came back so many times because of all the experiences she went through, that she's now into compassion and sympathy, because she was born with empathy. But what did she do with that? At some point, she had to say, oh no, I cannot carry in me all the wounds of the world. So she started to make a field and to go more into her third eye, to see visions from multidimensional activities. So it's more centered into her heart. But the male principle, joy, it didn't, because when he felt something, like the first time he saw, he knew that a baby born by a wound and it hurts her mom, the moms, he said, oh no, I can't. His sensibility was so much, too much, that something shut down, and he started to be cold blood. Unless he sees someone bleeding on the floor, suffocating, he won't feel nothing. He won't be sympathetic. He will just turn his head and go away, like many people on earth. So this third eye's got to be open and functional. So for that, they both have to practice, and Hannah has to teach Joy how to feel. Come on, when someone is crying, well, open your heart and say, are you okay at least? Can I do anything for you? If you don't feel it, at least practice compassion. At least practice sympathy, And if you're too much of an empath, practice who's me, who's the other, And this third eye, if you practice kind of meditation, if you don't know how to look to see your third eye yet, take the sun, fix it 2 seconds, close your eyes, you'll see the spot there in the center, you see the sun becoming like black, and then take a deep breath, and you'll be completely open for a fraction of a moment. And if you don't have the sun, take a candle, look at the flame, fix it, close it, take a deep breath, and then you'll see the flame right here. This is where the spot of the third eye is. And this may electrify and give you the taste enough for opening more to other dimensions, to other spaces even. You see, like my aliens today, I'm open to all spaces, you know. Am I white? Am I brown? Am I Chinese? I'm all of that. And in my blood, there's some blood of the Chinese because my father was a Chinese. There's some blood of a native because my mother has a spot of a native. But when I was born, didn't know all of that. I was adopted. So I had a lot of activation, you know, reaction coming out of my blind spot. So what happens when our third eye is not open? We function, we react out of this blind spot. And in this blind spot, there's a lot of memories, you know, memories that are stuck in our plexus solar and our soul. And it's really activated because the intensity on earth opens all the wounds. And some react like running away, some other like destroying what hurts them, and some other reacts like opening and saying, oh, what can I do? How can I be better to support all that and create balance, you know? So this third eye and this plane, you know, you see like this is all open and you feel like this moon and this sun and this galaxy and this blue energy can bring us to more peace if we take time to look inside and try to see the big picture. So that was it for this week. I hope that it speaks to you, and thank you for being so warm with the artists that dare to show their art and talk about it. And don't be shy to join Saturday Night Live art shows because we want to hear everybody. We love everybody. I love you all, and aloha.